Quick question. If I asked you how you're feeling right now, could you describe it without using the words happy, sad, stressed, tired, or fine?
Honestly, probably not.
And that's a problem, because most people have hundreds of emotions, but only use 5 words.
Exactly. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm okay. These are the emotional equivalent of plain oatmeal. Technically, it's food, but is it really, though? I'm Liam.
And I'm Sophia. Welcome to English Speak Studio Podcast, your daily English podcast for real conversations, simple lessons, and easy English listening practice.
Let's get into it. Because honestly, the problem is pretty simple to spot once you see it. Sophia, you just got promoted. Big raise, corner office. How do you tell your best friend?
Oh my God, I'm so happy.
And last Tuesday, you got a free coffee at Starbucks. How did that feel?
Oh my God, I'm so happy.
See the problem?
Same word, completely different life events. That's embarrassing when you say it out loud.
It's not embarrassing, it's just a gap. And here's the good news. The words already exist. We just haven't been taught them properly. So instead of spending another minute diagnosing the problem, let's just fix it, starting right now.
Positive emotions first, because we could all use a little more of those.
Okay?
Let's start with the big ones. When you're not just happy, you're happy.
The obvious upgrade here is elated. If you're elated, you're practically floating. It's that high energy, I just won the lottery feeling. Heart racing, can't sit still, want to tell everyone you pass on the street.
I felt elated when I found out my favorite coffee shop started doing half-price refills.
See? It works. Elated captures that fizzy, bubbling over energy that happy just doesn't convey.
And here's why this upgrade actually matters. When you say happy, people smile and nod. When you say elated, people lean in. Specific words pull people closer. That's the whole point of this today.
Another great one? Over the moon. So visual, like you're literally so happy you've left Earth's atmosphere.
And it's completely natural in casual conversation. I was over the moon when I got accepted. She was over the moon about the baby. It never sounds forced.
What about when you're excited but it's more physical? Pre-game energy?
Pumped up. That's the one. It's not just happy, it's kinetic. Ready to go energy. Athletes get pumped up. You can get pumped up for a concert, a first date, a big presentation.
I'm genuinely getting pumped up just saying it.
Okay, pause. Before we move on, let's make this stick. Quickfire round. I'm going to give you a situation, and I want you, yes, you watching, to say the word out loud before Liam does. Ready?
Oh, this is happening.
You just found out you passed an exam you were terrified about. You're not just happy, you're...
Relieved. Elated. Pick your fighter.
It's Sunday morning, no plans, perfect coffee. You're not excited, you're just deeply, peacefully...
Content.
And you're about to go on stage for the first time. Heart racing, adrenaline going, you're...
Pumped up. Absolutely pumped up.
If you got those, you're already doing better than most native speakers. Seriously.
Okay, now let's slow it down. Because not all good feelings are loud. Some of the best ones are actually very quiet.
And these are the ones people almost never talk about, which is a shame, because they're honestly the most livable emotions.
Content. Not thrilled, not ecstatic, just satisfied. Like a perfect Sunday morning with nowhere to be. Everything is enough.
Honestly, content is underrated. We're so obsessed with chasing excitement that we forget contentment is actually the goal.
And at ease. Comfort plus trust. You're not just relaxed, you're relaxed because you feel safe. Like when you're with people who really get you and you don't have to perform at all.
That feeling is everything. When you're truly at ease with someone, that's rare, and it's worth naming.
Here's something worth remembering. Content and at ease aren't boring emotions. They're actually the ones most people are quietly chasing their whole lives.
Learning to recognize them and name them means you start noticing when you actually have them. That's a big deal.
Then there's relieved. Something was worrying you and now it's resolved. The weight lifts. You can breathe again.
Relieved is so physical. You feel it in your shoulders, your jaw, your chest. I'm so relieved the test is over. I'm relieved we made it on time.
So let's land the positive section. Instead of happy, try elated, over the moon, pumped up. Instead of just good, try content, at ease. And instead of glad it's over, try relieved.
The magic is this. When you use these words, people don't just hear you, they understand you. There's a difference. And that difference is everything.
All right, now the harder part. Negative emotions. And honestly, this is the section I think matters most.
Yeah, I'll be honest. There was a stretch of time, maybe 6 months, where I just kept telling everyone I was fine, every single day. And I didn't even realize how isolating that was until I finally said out loud to a friend, I think I've been feeling really drained and I don't know why. And she just went, oh, thank God, me too.
It's like the word unlocked the conversation.
Exactly. So these words, they're not just vocabulary. They're little doors. Let's open some.
Let's start with overwhelmed. This is when there's too much to do, too much to feel, too much to process at once. It's not exactly sad, it's more like drowning on dry land.
I was completely overwhelmed. Just last week, 3 deadlines, a family thing, a minor apartment flood.
Wait, your apartment flooded?
Minor flood. But here's why overwhelmed matters more than just saying stressed. When you tell someone you're stressed, they might think you just need a to-do list. When you say you're overwhelmed, they understand you need space, support, or someone to just sit with you. The word tells people exactly what kind of help you need.
That's the real power here. Precision. The right word doesn't just describe, it communicates a need.
And that's what we want you to take from every single word in this list. It's not vocabulary for vocabulary's sake. It's a tool. It's you saying, here's exactly what's happening inside me. And when people understand that, everything gets easier.
Next, drained. Something or someone has pulled every bit of energy out of you. You're not tired, you're empty.
Like a phone at 1% that dies in 2 seconds instead of 20 minutes.
Exactly. And here's why this word is so useful. Tired makes people think you need sleep. Drained tells them you need to be left alone, recharged, given space. Completely different ask.
So here's something to think about. When was the last time you told someone you were drained instead of just tired? Did they respond differently? Drop it in the comments. Because I think most of us have never even tried. And I genuinely want to know.
Now, on edge. This isn't a panic attack. It's lower grade than that. It's background anxiety. You're jumpy, distracted, waiting for something to go wrong even when nothing is.
Like sitting in the front row of a horror movie, bracing for the jump scare. Except it's just Tuesday.
Exactly. And why does on edge matter more than just anxious? Because anxious can feel like a big clinical word. On edge is something people immediately feel in their body. When you say it, people nod. They've been there. It opens a conversation instead of closing one.
This is the pattern you're going to notice with every word we give you today. The more specific you are, the more connected you feel. And connection is the whole point of language, right? So every upgrade you make to your emotional vocabulary is an upgrade to your relationships. That's not an exaggeration.
Now let's talk about disappointment, but not the big dramatic kind, the slow kind that wears you down.
Disheartened is such a good word for that. It's when you lose your heart for something, your motivation, your belief that things will work out.
You were excited, you were trying, and then something just dims. I was disheartened by the lack of response. It's quieter than devastated, but deeper than disappointed.
And deflated. Similar but more sudden. Like a balloon with a slow leak. You were full of something, hope, energy, excitement, and then, pff.
I was completely deflated when they canceled the project. One moment you're buoyant, the next you're just flat.
Quick question. Have you ever felt deflated but called it something else? Maybe tired or over it or just, I don't care anymore? That's deflated. That's the word you were looking for. Tell us in the comments what you would have called it before today. My favorite weird one? Out of sorts.
It sounds like you're organizing your closet wrong.
Right? But it's perfect. It means you're just off. Not sick, not sad, not angry. Something's wrong and you can't quite name it.
I've been feeling out of sorts lately. It's vague but honest. It tells people, I don't need solutions. I just need patience.
So, to land the negative section, instead of stressed, try overwhelmed or on edge. Instead of tired, try drained. Instead of sad about something that didn't work out, try disheartened or deflated. And instead of weird, try out of sorts.
And notice, every single one of those upgrades tells the other person something different, something specific, something real.
Okay, so we've got the vocabulary. Now, how do you actually use it in real conversation? Because knowing a word and saying it out loud to a real human are two very different things.
Okay, but here's what I actually do when I don't know how to start. Because knowing the word is one thing, but saying it out loud to a real human, that's the scary part.
Right, like, how do you even bring it up without it feeling like a TED Talk? So I always start with something soft, like, I've been feeling... It's not dramatic. It's just an update. I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed lately. Easy, low pressure.
It softens the emotion, makes it feel like a natural sharing instead of a big reveal.
And if you're not even sure what you're feeling yet,
That's where there's this sense of is magic. There's this sense of, I don't know, restlessness. It gives you permission to explore it out loud without having the answer yet. It invites the other person to explore with you.
and my personal go-to when something's clearly off but I can't name it, I can't quite put my finger on it, but I can't quite put my finger on it, but I've been feeling drained after our team meetings.
It's honest without being heavy. You're not making it a whole thing. You're just letting someone in a little.
Let's practice. Liam, give me a scenario.
You just finished a huge project at work. It went well, but now you're crashing.
I've been feeling pretty drained, honestly. Like, I'm relieved it's done, but I think I poured everything into it, and now I'm just empty.
Perfect. That's so much better than I'm tired.
Your turn. Scenario. You ran into an old friend and it was great, but also kind of weird?
There's this sense of nostalgia, I guess, but mixed with something else. Like, happy to see them, but also aware of how much time has passed. I can't quite put my finger on it.
That's so real. And it opens up the conversation instead of closing it with, "It was fine."
All right, we need to talk about something important: the culture of sharing feelings.
Because here's the thing, just because you can express emotions in English doesn't mean you should in every situation.
We're known for being friendly, but also surface level.
Yeah, it's this interesting contradiction. We ask, "How are you?" to strangers, cashiers, coworkers, but it's not really a question. It's a greeting. The expected answer is, "I'm good, how are you?" And then you move on.
So if someone asks, "How are you?" and you respond with, "Well, I've been feeling quite disheartened lately, actually," they're going to be surprised.
Understatement of the year. They might literally freeze.
So here's the cultural breakdown, and this is genuinely useful whether you're a native speaker or learning English.
Small talk situations. Cashiers, coworkers you don't know well, acquaintances at parties, strangers in elevators. Stick to, "I'm good, thanks," or "Can't complain," or "Living the dream," even if you're not.
Medium situations: friends you see regularly, close coworkers, family you're comfortable with. This is where your new vocabulary fits perfectly. I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed with the new schedule. I'm actually pretty content with how things are going.
Deep conversation situations. Best friends, romantic partners, close family, therapists. This is where you bring out everything. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I've been feeling on edge for weeks, and I don't know why.
And it's not about being fake in small talk. It's about matching the depth of the relationship. You don't want to trauma dump on your barista.
Here's your latte, and here's my childhood trauma.
Anyway, you also don't want to be so closed off that your closest people have no idea what's going on with you.
The goal is emotional honesty with emotional intelligence. Know your audience, read the room.
Okay, so here's where we land today. We talked about how happy and sad are the plain oatmeal of emotional vocabulary.
We gave you the upgrades: elated, content, relieved, at ease, over the moon, pumped up for the good days.
And overwhelmed, drained, on edge, disheartened, deflated, out of sorts for the harder ones.
We practice sentence starters. I've been feeling, there's this sense of, I can't quite put my finger on it, but
And we talked about the culture: when to share, how much to share, and who to share with.
here's the thing. We only scratched the surface today.
Because there are some emotions that are heavier, more complicated. The ones we didn't cover today because they need their own space.
Grief. Real grief. Not just sad.
Anxiety, the kind that's more than just on edge.
Frustration at work. When you're not just angry, but something more specific, more professional, more stuck.
Heartbreak, disappointment in yourself. Loneliness, even when you're surrounded by people.
These are the emotions that are harder to name, harder to share, but probably the most important to express.
So we're doing a part 2. Next week, we're going deep into the difficult emotions, the ones that keep you up at night, the ones that need more than new words. They need new ways of understanding yourself.
If you want that video, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And drop a comment. If there's a specific emotion you struggle to express, tell us. We read everything, and we might include your question in part 2.
Also, try it this week. Just one word. Instead of I'm fine, try I'm actually pretty content. Instead of I'm stressed, try I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. See how it feels. See how people respond.
And let us know how it goes. We want to hear your emotional vocabulary wins.
And if this episode helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. You didn't waste it. You invested it in yourself.
Yes, we are proud of you.
This was English Speak Studio with Sophia
And Liam.
Until next time, keep speaking, even when it's hard.
Be kind to yourself.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Take care. Peace.